CEO and co-founder of Geneto. Today I'm going to talk about how I lost 8 kilos in 8 weeks thanks to a gene test. It all started a couple of years ago when we found out a really interesting trend. Just in 10 years, human genome sequencing price has dropped from 10 million euros to just a few hundred. Today, you can take a simple gene chip-based test for 100 euros. It contains about 1 million info bits about what makes each and every person unique. Just the price of a cheap smartphone. So everybody, I think, should take a gene test to learn about their bodies. But that is when it becomes complicated. It's easy to take a gene test, but when the results come back, it's hard to understand. It's like a lot of numbers, a lot of diagnoses about you, and it's hard to put it in everyday use. And that's where we want to make a change. So we will make genetic testing useful and easy to understand for each and one of you. And by that, we're going to help you to lose weight more efficiently and to train smarter. If you take a look at the world map, you can see that 60% of the Western world is overweight. We're talking about 6 persons out of 10 that could benefit from what we do. So we're going to start up small in Estonia, and we want to move to UK and US market as soon as possible. Why we have selected those 2 countries is that that's where the genetic testing is growing fastest, and that's where people spend most of the money on well-being. So what we do, we're going to do a gene test. On top of that, we're going to offer daily food plan and sports plan. It comes in a nice package of a mobile solution, which you can take anywhere, whether you're training or going out eating. Sounds quite good, but we didn't want to stop there. We wanted to take it even further. And that's when we used data science. We took a Nobel Prize-winning algorithm that was developed during Second World War to minimize the cost of the materials and to maximize the losses to the enemy. And we took this algorithm to fight the overweight. How it works is it takes genetic data, personal preferences like height, weight, age, food you like, you name it. And on the other side, we take a bunch of recipes and workouts. And this algorithm will find you the balanced best way for your body and produces personal food and training plan out of it. The beauty of it is that we can take this platform anywhere. We can put Estonian recipes in there. We can put Italian recipes in there. We can even put your grandmother's recipes in there. And you get a perfectly working food plan that works for your body. So how are we going to make money on this one? We plan to label our own gene test and start selling it for the price of about 150 euros. We will, on top of that, have a monthly subscription, 5 to 10 euros. We have partnered up with telecoms, like here in Estonia. And we have plans to partner up with nutritionists and sports clubs who can act as resellers. When we have data enough, we can even start selling it to pharmaceutical and medical research. But for that, we need to gain some more customers. When you look at the competition, you can see that on one side, we have these diet and fitness apps, which I think most of you can recognize. On the other side, we have these genetic companies. We want to be in the middle there, joining those 2 worlds, making this complicated gene testing and bringing it to everyday use. Where we stand today, I started testing it and I lost 8 kilos in 8 weeks, just like that. My fellow colleague here, he lost 12, so he beat me. So today we are live in Estonia. We haven't monetized it yet, but we have the first feedback coming in, and people are telling it, this is so super simple. We're already losing weight. In 1 month, we got 1,500 signups already. In the autumn, we will monetize it here in Estonia together with Elisa. They will launch it here for their client base, which is 600,000 clients. We plan to go international as soon as we get investor on board. So we have put about 500,000 into it already. This covers our Estonian business. We can try it out here. But we need another 500,000 to take it internationally. So the team behind it. We have a very strong team because maybe you recognize Asko Seiva, Priit Saloma, they're co-founders of Garage 48. They have founded Estonia's most successful mobile house, Moon Cascade. On the other side, we have Professor Sulev Kõks. He is the grand old man of genetics in Estonia. He's cloning cows as we speak. Jaak Mae, he's Estonian bronze medalist. He covers our sports section, and he's also our media face. We plan to put him on a national TV when the time is right. And then we have our product team, where we have geneticists, nutritionists, development, and me and Jaak over there. So, my name is Meelis Viiding. I am from Geneto. Thank you for listening.
You have some scientific proofs that the recipes that you worked out are actually working and are not just made up?
Actually, we haven't done any recipes. We can take any recipes, but we make the balance of them, the scientifically right. We are based on Nordic food recommendations, and we are moving in the frame there. And we are taking.
What makes me believe that it really works?
You have to try it out and see the weight to be lost. Actually, the way we interpret the gene test is based on scientific researches. We have gathered the most recent researches by, I think, panel of 4 or 5 top leading geneticists who have taken the most relevant researches, have selected all the SNPs from the gene test, and based on that have put together with a nutritionist, optimal food plan.
The business plan mentions subscription either 5 or 10 years. No, that's almost double, 10 and 5. But how did you test it? I mean, can you confirm it's? How do you know it's not 2 years? How do you know it's not?
We run tests here in Estonia. We have actually 2 packages. One comes without the gene test, which is just average Joe based, and then with a gene test. And for without the gene test, the right price was somewhere between, I think, $3.99, which the market says that's where they're most likely to buy the basic one. And for the package with gene test included, that was, I think, $8.99. There was research in Estonia. If we go abroad, I think we need to run some tests there as well.
So what's the test results if you compare those average Joe buyers and the ones that actually buy the gene test? What's the difference?
We will take the personal information, like if you are sensitive to fats or.
I don't want to know how you do it, but what's the actual numeric difference between the average Joe test and then one that is the gene test and then what we plan? What's the change in results of the first number of kilos? Gene test, 20.
It's a hypothetical because
There is no actual, nobody knows.
It's just been launched in March.
Okay, so
There's no data yet. If we go, I have this slide where I expect that we can start selling data to medical research companies. Once we have that information, we can see that, okay, these people who are given that recipe based on that data did lost more or less.
You do now sell it like 10,000 times and you will find out that there is no difference.
Each and every person are unique. And the reasons why we are overweight are different. We know that from the genes because that is scientifically proven. Some people just overeating and some people are sensitive to some food. We know that and we can make the plan based on that.
Currently, you're not charging from any customers anything yet because it's publicly available free of charge, so that there's no paying customers so far. So that there's no contradiction that if you're paying for the higher price and getting the same results as the average Joe. My question is that what does Elisa pay for that 200,000 euros? What do they get for it?
Actually, we have a deal with them that we are building the back end, the core system of it, and they are building the front on top of it. And we can use that front for an international product for a very small license fee. So we are joining our forces to build product together, And the legal rights of the backend are held by us, and frontend are held by Elisa. But we have agreement to use them both on all the markets. But here in Estonia, we won't launch our services under our own brand. This is Estonia, is for Elisa. Internationally, we can do whatever we want with our brand.
So that I will be using the Elisa app, basically?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you have sold the rights in Estonia to Elisa?
Yes. Yes.
200,000?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So far, I mean, you have spent total 400,000, I guess.
At the end of this year, we have committed approximately 500,000.
Funded?
100 of it came from the founding companies, and the rest of it has come from Elisa, who have put it in the front end.